Hi there, welcome to Grain TV. It's Thursday, August 4th, another mixed day in the markets. Let's take a look at Grain Edge's trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, corn down 3 cents a bushel, down to 322, getting close to that 2014 low of 318. Beans managing only to close higher by 1 3/4 cents, yet again being up much sharper in the overnight session before settling lower in the trade throughout the day. Wheat losing 6 cents after yesterday's big advance. News today continues to be like pretty much every other day this week, where we get good news out of USDA's flash export sales program this morning. Another 252,000 metric tons of soybeans for China to new crop delivery, and another 129,000 to unknown destinations of corn for 2016-17. So yet again, more export deals, more market selling on the open in beans as we continue to factor in a very, very large crop, not only in beans, but in corn as well. Let's take a look at regular weekly export sales this week, and we had some pretty lofty expectations in beans as a result of these flash sales, although much of the flash sales have been in the last week. And keep in mind that the sales we're reporting on now are a week old. So all these weekly export or all these flash sales will be showing up most likely in next week's report. But nonetheless, this report was somewhat informative as well. Weekly export sales for old crop corn coming in at 331,000 metric tons. That's on the low end of expectations that were 300 to 500,000. New crop sales were well above expectations, coming in at 896,000 versus expectations of 500 to 700. New crop beans also exceeding 1 million metric tons, coming in at 1.1 million metric tons, a little below the high side of expectations, but still a good number. And old crop sales coming in a respectable 542,000 as well. Wheat coming in a little bit below the midpoint of the range at 470. So overall, fairly good numbers, especially in light of the big sell-off we've had. We're seeing some buyers step forward, and that is positive. There is some concern about the situation in the Ukraine, as they're seeing some dry weather there. Certainly their wheat crop got a really good moisture burst in the spring. They had gone into fall very dry, gone into the winter very dry, and rains in the spring were really beneficial to the wheat crop. But the corn crop is still in the growing stage, much like the U.S. crop, and we are seeing some hint that the temperatures there in the Ukraine have been above normal, and precipitation as well has been below normal. So let's take a look at Ukraine temperatures since June 1st, and what you can see, you've got the lines here, the high and low and midpoint of the temperature profile for normal conditions. And you can see these orange areas are the highs and lows during the actual growing season. What you can see is we've had, at least in Ukraine, they've had quite a few episodes of very, very high temperatures well above normal in mid-July, in late July, and they are expecting another bout of heat in August as well. And when you look at their cumulative precipitation profile, you can see it's about a third below normal. So, maybe not a huge game changer, but certainly Ukraine being right now the major force of competition in the global corn market. Argentina's priced well above us. Ukraine is the only sort of standing foe that continues to be pricing their corn around where we are. So this may bode well for us in the second half of the marketing year as we get past the U.S. harvest and we start to enter into more world export markets. We may see, if Ukraine has a shorter crop, we may see our export potential continue to expand. Let's take a look at soybeans. We talked about this the last few days. Pretty much every session seems to be setting up the same. We come in from the overnight session with fairly hefty gains, in some cases double-digit gains. But once we hit that open in the morning trade around 8:30 Central Time, we seem to sell off sharply. And today was yet again no exception. Even with positive export sales in the USDA weekly report, another round of flash sales, we continued this session at 8:30 Central, plunging lower, giving up all the gains overnight, and eventually closing down at the lows of the day. So, that's really disheartening if you're a bull right here. Obviously, the market continues to look at the potential for a large soybean crop. We will get a firmer number from USDA next Friday, in their WASD report or their supply and demand report. So stay tuned for that. I think the next week will really be about sort of consolidation, maybe some adjusting by funds. People who have been selling short here aggressively may choose to take some profits ahead of that report. So we may get some sort of pullback ahead of that report. Right now, we look at sort of the chart here on November soybeans from the grain hedge trading platform. We can see 940 has proved to be sort of the near-term low on this move down, and we have been unable to really take that out in the last 3 trade sessions. So, watch that tomorrow on Friday. See if we can get any sort of real action around that number. But right now, it seems like the market seems poised to at least consolidate these losses, maybe move a little bit higher as we go into the weekend. That's all we got for today on Grain TV. As always, if you'd like to learn more about how we can help you in your own trading situation, visit us online at grainhedge.com and take a demo of our free trading platform. As a Grain Hedge trading client, you'll get our technical alerts email first thing every trading day. Technical Alerts is a powerful system that generates quality trading opportunities. Each trading opportunity shows a chart and analysis providing clear price targets and risk potential. Technical Alerts look at historical chart formations and compare the current environment to the past to form concrete trading recommendations. The commodities covered by Technical Alerts includes grains, livestock, crude oil, currencies, bonds, and metals. Start your trading day with the most powerful insight into market direction and improve your trading today. Sign up at grainhedge.com to become a client.